Okay, so this is part 2 of the get all users function, and what we're going to do is actually not this. I will say user info, let's say. So and more than that, I want to break this out to be like this. I want to create a an associative array is what it's called. I want to say user info ID equals this. So now into the user info, let's make that singular, user info. So there's a couple things going on here. I need to feed into the array the things that I want out of this. So let's see, first, last, and I'm going to hit tab on this so that they line up. Alright, and then so basically now I'm getting user info. I can get rid of this because everything's going to be fed into the array. But before we can actually do that, we need to declare an array. So up above this, I'm going to say user info equals array. And let me indent that so it looks like everything else. So now we'll be feeding into the user info, and then at the very end here I need to do array push. I'm going to put, we're going to have two different types of arrays. We're going to have one where we're putting all the info, and then we're going to put those chunks of information into a list. So these things will feed info into an array, the user info, and then each of those arrays are going to be shoved into this user list. So let me look up how array push works. PHP array push. So here it is. And looks like you first mention the array that you're talking about, what you're going to push it into, and then this is the stuff that gets pushed into it. So it'll be basically array push, then you say what array you're pushing into, which is this. Whoops. And then you say what are you pushing into that array, and what we're pushing into it is the user info. And the result is we end up with a user list with all those individual user pieces of information. So in the next video we'll see if it works.